Hi, and welcome to Introduction to Pottery. This is part 4. So when we stopped in part 3, we were just finishing up with trimming our bowl on the wheel, something we've already thrown. If you can see, this is the bowl that I had thrown. And if you look carefully, you can see how I made a little foot on the bottom. So when you first make your pieces, they're very brittle. It's what we call greenware. If you look back here, I have a larger plate. And then I have this other bowl over here, and I'm going to show you just how delicate these pieces are. So when you first make them, you're going to look, see, flaked right off. I had bumped that into something, and so now it's ruined. But you can just throw it away, and you can make another one. That's the thing about being a good potter, is that you can reproduce your work. So this is our greenware. This goes into a low fire, which prepares it for the glaze. And so I'm going to show you what a low fire piece is. So notice how much whiter that is. And it rings a little bit. So this was in the kiln for 20 hours just to get rid of all the impurities in the water. So now it's ready for glazing. So you see that's got a nice little foot on it. And so we're going to put some wax on the bottom to keep any glaze from sticking to the bottom, because when this sits on the kiln shelf, we don't want it sticking to the kiln shelf. So that's one piece I'm going to glaze. This is another piece I'm going to do. I made a little teapot. I thought that was pretty nifty. Have to see how it turns out. So you got a little handle I put on the top, little squiggly so I can lift the lid off. So when we go to glaze, so I like to paint. So see, there's the wax on the bottom. See, I even have my initials. It's good to date. Have your initials. And then notice I started painting the glaze on this. I'm going to just push these off to the side so we don't break that. Notice I have a really nice design on the inside of this. This is going to be more vibrant when it goes into the high fire, and that fire is for 18 hours. So this is all glaze. I've had to paint this on 3 times because it is an underglaze. And then when I'm finished with my painting, I'm going to put a clear glaze over the whole thing so it's nice and shiny and it seals in my design. So the next part would be to fire it after I finish painting the sides.